Hello everyone, so for Zurich Day 2, it began at a coffee shop. I got a cafe Americano, and this is their version of Splenda. It comes in pellets. Isn't that strange? Then my day proceeded with more beautiful views, and I was determined to make another go of the public transport system, so I asked someone for my next step and then also another piece of information. So the information just kept growing and growing. I was getting better and better. And then eventually I did make it to the Swiss Museum. So this is like, the foyer of it. So before you even go inside. Then I got my ticket and I had to put my stuff in a locker. And it was an interesting learning experience because you put the token in, which allows you to turn the key. I was having some technical difficulty, so I had to stop and re-show you, but it does work. So from what I can remember, this was the first accurate Swiss map. This was like an interactive book. I really appreciated the interactive activities. It kept it interesting and fresh. Then I thought this was funny because you climb the steps and there's a bench every 5 steps in case you get tired. This was another interactive exhibit where you step on this thing and it shows you information. I forgot what it was telling me about, but it shows you when you step. I think this room showed architecture or something of that nature. Important guy. Stained glass windows. I didn't really get this. It was architecture room or something. This was a room for a couple of artists. That's all I can really say. But it was cool because it was reflective and mirror-y. I think this is a chimney. Sitting room, I believe. Cool. Nights. Then I wandered into the kids exhibits, and honestly, I had the most fun there. We had a guess to see if it was right. I got that one. This one I did not get. I thought it was a ship wheel. This one I got, actually. And I missed the last one. More views from the museum. This was a ballroom. And it was great because they had talking ghosts.
Isn't he a dashing officer? He witnessed the war in person in France.
This is what fashion used to be. It helped me realize to not be so hard on myself when I wear black and navy because this was in style. Here they really said, you know what's timeless and irresistible? A cream-filled croissant. Here we have some pretty tiles, some pretty portraits. Really a lot of portraits. Here we have some knights. This was the Ursula Rodell exhibit, all about fashion and how she was super influential. Classic propaganda. Movie stuff, funny costume, rich family with hella kids. I know this one, it's chairs positioned so you guys will talk to each other. I forget the context and time period, but there's a problem with infant mortality, and so this art shows the mom and baby reaching for heaven. This is just some cool stuff from the war section. This is the vintage section that showed old clothes and old music. This is a reconstruction of the Romanesque wooden ceiling. 65 out of 153 panels are here. I read that off the sign. I honestly thought this was depicting the world's first nose job, but apparently it has to do with a witch and reattachment of a horse leg. More portraits. This was interesting because it was the only baby in these types of attire. Unsure. A globe. Apothecary. I don't know. The largest blood of Christ chalice I've ever seen in my life. Swiss flags. Then I went to the National Library. Had some cute views. Hella books. And this was the view from the top. And now I'm here, sitting on the ground because it's pretty, and I went to the store, and the museum was awesome, but I got some fun things. So for lunch, I'm literally gonna have a chicken. Keep that protein up. And then I found this interesting thing. I'm not gonna pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it. This is what it was. Be my guest if you want to give that a shot. But I figured I'd have to try it. I can't pronounce it. I tried to look it up what it was, but everything came up in German. Here's what it looks like. It smells like pizza.
des travaux que...
Tastes like pizza. I'm not mad. Alright. I don't know. I'm gonna finish eating my lunch right here. I left you hanging. I didn't show you the chicken. Okay, so I literally... Whoa. Okay, awesome. Good thing that wasn't in my clothes. Here is the chicken. Oh, my shoelace is in it. Okay, just had to take a nice family's picture, and then they took one for me back. God said, this is hilarious. You gotta get someone to take a picture of that. Is this dog treats? Oh. It's not. Silverware that looks like dog treats. Okay. This was an interesting choice I made. I do acknowledge that. Chicken. So update, if you put chicken on the pizza thing, it's pretty good. I'm fully aware how ridiculous this looks. But I will have to pick up the carcass. The looks I'm getting are unmatched. So after a hearty lunch, I practiced taking the tram again. Then I located a drummer boy. Then I hiked up to Lindenhof Hill. It was like a square / beautiful views everywhere. And then I traded pictures again with another couple. People are so nice. And then this is the other side of the square. Just breathtaking, honestly. Then I did some more exploring. I stumbled upon a flower shop. And I saw some flowers I have never seen before in my life. Like these pink things are tulips. And then here's some roses and other pretty things I've seen before, but I don't know the name. I'm not my parents after all. But this, the displays were just amazing. Then I continued to do some more exploring. So these are just some more city views. And then I crossed a bridge up this really cool staircase that brought me to the other side of the square. And this is just what it looked like from the top of the bridge. Then I found my way into a chocolate shop where I got a champagne truffle, a pistachio, obviously, a yuzu, which is like an Asian exotic fruit, and a Grand Cru. And I believe I stumbled into the heart of Old Town. Then I was just admiring the river and again traded pictures with these girls I met. Then I just kept wandering and exploring, and I just saw some pretty interesting things. And then I wandered into another library. It was kind of scary down there in the basement, but they did have a Dewey Decimal System, and that was the outside. Then I found Grossmünster Church up and close. All roads lead back to Grossmünster, apparently. Then I was walking down and just can't even believe I'm looking at this right now. But then I heard some noises, so I followed them. And it turns out there was a band playing for Carnival. Then I came home and I tried the Grand Cru. Okay, here goes the first taste test of this beauty. A dark chocolate truffle. The lady said they're like a Swiss thing, like only in Switzerland, so I had to get one of those. Made with like egg or something. Holy, that's so good. That's so good. Then I had to get fondue. I've never had it in my life. The potatoes came in a literal sack, as you can see. But it was the best thing. It was so worth the hype, and it came with an amazing view. I mean, look at that. Daily bathroom mishap where I could not locate the soap. I mean, really? Then I went down by the water, and the swans got so close to me. One of them, low-key, I think he was obsessed with me. I mean, he would not leave me alone. I was getting kind of scared. But then look at that. Literally obsessed with me. Then as I'm walking home, I hear more music, and lo and behold, there's a carnival party in the bar downstairs. So yeah, it was a pretty amazing day.